Hello dear friends, today we are continuing our pawn and game series. So today in this video we will learn a new position, a new composition by M. Zinner in 1982. So in this composition, M. Zinner explained that white has outside passer, but the king is blocking it. White must find a way, must find a way that the pawn gets promote and white should win the game. So I have already gave you the hint in this position. So I'll give you a few seconds to think what should white do in this position. So white should play king e2, the excellent move. Then black is forced to play the move king d4, king f3, king c4, king e3, a zugzwang. As we see, this was our starting position. After king e1, king d4, king f3, king c4, king e3. We return to the same position by using the method called as the triangulation. Why we call it as a triangulation? Because the king goes in a triangle to repeat the same position with a different move. So king f3, king d4, king e2, king c4, king e3, king b3, e5, a3, king into a3, e6, king b2, e7, a3, e8 queen, a2, king d2. Here in this position, white cannot try to give perpetual checks because this when the endgame appears on this kind of endgame appears on the board, then queen versus pawn, queen versus a passed pawn. Uh, in that kind of position, like take it for an example, like rook pawns and bishop pawns are always draw. Remember, I repeat, during this kind of endgame, queen versus pass pawn, which is already being promoted, it's always a draw. Like rook pawn, bishop pawn, uh, uh, on the both the wings. So, but in this case, in this position, that's not the story. Here, white is actually winning, even though black has a pass as a rook pawn. So let's check out king d2, taking the position. Whoever takes the position first wins. Sorry, whoever wins the opposition will win the game or the draw, or the losing side can draw it easily. So queen a1, a1 queen, queen b5 check, king a3, queen a5 check, king d2 forced, queen b4 check, king a2, king c2, black resigns. Why did black resign in this position? If black played the move queen f6, then queen a4, it's a checkmate. If black tries to play this kind of move, queen g1, then queen b2, it's a checkmate. So let's recall this: king e2, king d4, king f3, king c4, king e3. Remember, this method is called as the triangulation. The king triangles around its corresponding squares. King b3, e5, king into a3, e6, king b2, e7, a3, e8 queen, a2, king. After a2, always remember when queen versus pawn position, always rook pawns and bishop pawns on both the wings are always draw. But this is not all but in not all the cases, such as this: king d2, a1 queen, queen b5 check, king a3, queen a5 check, king b2, queen b4 check, king a2, king c2, and black resigns. Now let's explore the other variations in this position. Suppose, say, like king f3. Here, if black plays the move king e5, then white should play the move king e3. As I always tell, whoever takes the position first wins, or wins. On the upper hand wins, and the lower hand draws. So okay. King e5, king e3, king e6, king d4. Why king d4? Why could also play the move king f4? King d4, first of all, king d4 is playing because king can get more closer to the a4 pawn to begin a saga with the a3 pawn. So that's why black played king d6. As I told, opposition, whoever takes the position, upper hand wins and lower hand draws. But this is the case of the outside passer. An outside passer, it will not depend about opposition from the lower hand, because the upper hand has a outside passer. So king d6, king c4, and king e5 only move. King into e4, king into a4, king d4, king b5. As I said, rook pawns are always draw, but not in all situations. In rook pawn, the defending side must reach his king into the vital squares c7, b8, and a8 in order to draw the game. But black couldn't accomplish that mission. King d6, king b6. Blocking these vital squares or the entry point for the defending side. King d7, king b7, king d6, a4, king c5, a5, king b5, a6, king a5, a7, king b5, 8 queen. White wins. Thank you. That's all for this video. And also don't forget to click the bell icon below the video and also the subscribe button. Thank you and have a nice day.